maybe the introduce about the course directly.
Oh, yeah, positive.
Oh, maybe the project can explain.
Okay. Because the following course all belong to me. Okay. The next will be the interactive design research. So it's okay. Because experience also my course. So the experience will be the吴家豪team. Okay. Please.
This course, maybe the audience you already know because from our video yesterday. This is a course in ICCC about visiting. We set up the issue and then they find some site in Taiwan can answer some question about this issue. So this is also the project we select from 6th group and then they try to submit 2 sites to answer the question about business model.
Okay, hello everyone. This is a creative industry experience course, and our issue is commercialization of culture content by business model design. And I'm Bruce, and this is Joyce, Mandy, and Vanessa. So there are 3 elements in our issues, which are commercialization, culture content, and business model design. And before we started to visit the sites that we expected to find the answers for the debates in CCI. So let's study. The first case is a Guangxin paper factory, which was established 50 years ago. In 1991, the Guangxin paper factory reached its high peak, which means at that time, the paper industry exported the paper to Japan and Korea. So at that time, the paper factory in Taiwan were thrived. But after 4 to 5 years, the paper factory in 1995, there are a big amount of cheap paper substitution was sold to Taiwan. So that is the time that the paper industry in Taiwan started to decline. And these are the 2 entrepreneurs of Guangxin Paper Factory, Ms. Ru and Ms. Wang. And they work in the Guangxin Paper Factory in a very bottom and low position to the top. So they are really familiar with the paper industry and have a strong connection and relationship in this industry. So this is our interview protocol that we want to ask them what they react and redefine themselves when they face the challenge in 1995 and to be distinct and create a new segment. The answer they gave us is once they decided to open their factory, what is a life such factory should be like? They believe that once the visitors go to the factory, they can see the paper master manufacturing and producing the paper and creating the sound, the temperature, the smell, the atmosphere, the lighting there, and people can see everything. So it's not like a museum, not like only the words and introductory. You can really see the people are moving there. So once they open their factory, they still define themselves as a factory. So furthermore, they say they want to educate the next generation about what is the paper industry and what is the paper culture. So their target group actually is the elementary school student and also the junior high come from their field trip and graduation trip. So they open their factory more like in an educational direction. And also some visiting groups come for their good reputation like us. And so the second part of our interview protocol is like we want to ask them how they arouse and engage people to build a new paper lifestyle and what is their future plan. And they want to pass down this specific skill to whom. And the answer they gave us, this is their so-called paper artifact and try to promote the paper aesthetic lifestyle to for the people. And these papers are made from the waste of industry and agriculture. So they want to show that a paper cannot just be a paper, it can also enhance the aesthetic lifestyle for people. And also, the edible pepper combined with the Chinese culture tea try to immerse this kind of pepper in our daily life. And also the wearable clothing, pepper clothing, and they say they hope they can see the models wearing boxy pepper clothing and walk on the stage of the world someday. And beyond our imagination, there is a plentiful pepper. They believe that this new product can enhance our spirit of life because nowadays people are too busy. And if we can plant some plants at our home and office, they believe that this product can really touch people's hearts. So these things are the work they are trying to do to arouse the attention and to engage the people in Taiwan to really pay attention to this industry. And what else? For them to attract the young generation to join the traditional industry, they define their pepper master as a craftsman, which means in the position in the society that can be acknowledged and can be respected by the people. So they say they should be recognized. So they print out all the profile and post them on the very big wall to show how important they are. Try to dig out the value behind the pepper. So for the short summary, that we get some insight from this case. They say if an industry puts profit at the first place, it has high risk or it might be merely a fever. So if you want to start as an entrepreneur, a startup, you have to think about what is the long-term impact and influence that you want to make for the society. Because if you put a profit at the first place, it might just merely a fever that maybe 3 or 5 years you will bankrupt or collapse. So, and secondly, because this is a sightseeing factory case, that we want to know and we want to judge what is a good sightseeing factory. So, a good sightseeing factory should open the factory and take good care of cultural roots at the same time. Even sometimes the traditional industry revives due to opening the factory. So the two parts, the one part is the original cultural roots. They are manufacturing the pepper, they are producing the pepper. And the second part is like they open the factory and have some experience course, the DIY course. And these two parts have to exist at the same time and to balance each other. And even sometimes the opening this part can revive the old traditional cultural industry. So this is their business model. You can see the value proposition there, include the experienced paper making process and also running the factory. But I want to emphasize the revenue stream. You can see, as they say, like 5 years ago, the DIY program free and the selling paper, these two parts is probably 50%, 50%. But nowadays, the selling paper is kind of overwhelms the DIY program, which are 60 and 40% respectively. So you can see this is really a good case for the sightseeing factory, opening the factory. So next is Green Hand.
Our next case is Green Hand. And the Green Hand entrepreneur is a couple, and they were working in advertising industry. And in 2006, they received a bag of rice from their hometown, Taidong, and they were very surprised by the taste of the rice. So they decided to start a small business as a group buying of the rice. So because of the business, so they have to go back to Taidong and cooperate with the local farmers. And during the process, they got inspired is that they found that Taiwan is really a beautiful place full of rich agriculture. But however, at the same time they find out that actually the farmers they are suffering from being exploited by middlemen. So they decided to build up their business as an agriculture publisher. And first thing they do is different is that they give the right of bargaining back to the farmers. Because so that the farmers can produce crops with high quality and organic agriculture. And second part is that they put the farmer's name on their package so that the customer can know the story behind the package and start to appreciate the effort by the farmers. So this is their slogan, and also their core value is that applause for people, events, and objects in Taiwan that still stay beautiful. So this part we trying to through the interview we got some experience from them. And first part is the storytelling, and because they ask their employee has to visit all the partners farm to get the experience, so that they can deliver the true story to the customer. And during our interview, and they also provide us the honey test, and we tried 10 different types of honey, and after experience, we all buy their products go back home. So this is about their plan. And so far, this is their products. They have the rice, tea, honey, infinity, and snack and gifts, and it all comes from Taiwan. And they also have some small projects for education. For example, this project is for the Taidong Elementary School, and they need the students go to the field to cultivate their own crops. And finally, after they graduate, they can get their rice, the rice they cultivate by themselves. And they also have some exhibition to interact with the international. Sorry. And for the future plan, because they want to promote the agriculture, the Taiwanese agriculture through the internet, so they decide to open some stores. They already have a store in Hong Kong, and future they will open the other store in Japan. And for summary, this is their business model. As you see, their core value is very important, is that appreciate and support agricultural work. And they use some key activity by training their employees and also storytelling to the customer. And this is their main point, is that if one day Green in Hand couldn't survive anymore, it's not only matters about us, but also our farmer partner. It's already becomes our corporate social responsibility.
So, in conclusion part, we found that CCI cannot be separate from industry. From Simpaka factory, if we take the vertical line, we can see that Guangxin still be part of the paper making industry. And if we take the Green in Hand as a case, if we see from the horizontal lines, and Green in Hand indeed cooperate with many farmers, but if we just pick one and see the vertical line, like Green in Hand still be part of the agriculture industry, doing the marketing and branding. So we think another part we think is like culture and industry and creativity is interrelative, and culture exists in every industry, and we add the creativity into the industry. So in this way, we ask ourselves, should CCI be called CCI, Creative Cultural Industries? Is this industries? Or maybe it should call ICC or CIC. It can be industry, cultural, creativity, or cultural, industry, creativity. Maybe it's just like a kind of skill or technique or strategy to add in our industry. So it's an open question for all of us to think about. And that's our presentation. Thank you.